I can't even remember the first time that I've kicked a football, but my mum and dad always said when I first started walking, that's when I had a ball at my feet.
When he was probably about 3 or 4, nobody would be able to take him in. It was always, he had to be 5. So he'd play with his cousins and things like that, and we'd be up in Tinnabrook when my dad would be constantly kicking the ball back and forth with him. We would take him around the park, but he was mostly in this house and against the garage. He would be kicking, he'd broke all the pipes in the garage because he'd be kicking it that hard.
I ended up joining a team when I was 5, I think, and it was West Park. And it was fun fours, and I remember one of the games was at Glasgow Green and we were playing against Soccer World, and they had a A and a B team and I was playing against their B, and we beat them 7-1, but they were a team that was supposed to be amazing. I managed to score 7 against them, we beat them 7-1, and then after the game we seen their coach in Asda.
The guy came up to me and he said, I watched the wee man play, and he says, I'm with Soccer World. He went, would you bring him along for a trial? And I was like, aye. And he went, he was outstanding. And I was like, do you think so? I was like, I always thought he was, but nobody ever says anything. And then I think it was like 2 days later we went along, and then he just joined in with them all, but they were all kind of fighting over him and ended up going with their sort of better team. Like they think they had like an A and a B. So he didn't want to go at first. He was crying and all that. I was like, look, you need to try different things, son.
So then comes the trial. I went in, I got welcomed straight away by this boy, Ryan Stewart, who's now my best friend for, 10 years or something now. And so I've went in, I've really enjoyed it, and then I'd done 2 trials, and then after that they asked me to sign, and then a few months later, like Soccer World kind of folded, so Craig and this boy Jim Loughlin, who used to play professional years ago, and so they two have made Bayliston a team, Division 10 team, so most of the boys from Soccer World have moved to Bayliston, and then we started our journey there really. We were getting friendlies like against Hibs, against Rangers. I remember we went down to Hibs Training Centre, and I think we beat them 7-2. Again, it was just a good experience to play against pro youth teams when you're that age. So then we had a game against Larkhall, and this Larkhall team was 09s I think, so it was a year older than everyone. It was a big step. They were unbeaten. We managed to beat them 6-5 I think it was. And I think my coach played me at every position that game. I was playing left back to striker, and I mean it's obviously worked because we beat them 6-5, but their coach, they knew a Celtic scout, so they've phoned up this Celtic scout and he's came and watched me play.
The Celtic scout came along and said that he was just wanting to watch him playing again, and then got him to sign a form for something. I can't even remember what it was. And then we were invited along on the Sunday, so that was a Tuesday, and then we were invited along on the Sunday to a game against Hamilton. So they'd say, look, you might get 10 minutes. And I was like, all right, okay. I thought obviously because he was going for a trial, and they were saying, you might get 10 minutes. So I was quite excited about that, but I was kind of worried as well, because you're thinking Celtic, all these boys are going to be top notch, like this is a big step up for him playing at grassroots, and you're thinking to yourself, is he going to stand out? Is he going to... So there was a wee bit of worry there, but we went, and I always remember like when we first, because he hadn't met any of the boys, and Cayden had took like a kind of big stretch, no massive, but he was always tiny, and he grew like stubble and all that, and his voice had dropped, and he was only 12 at the time. And when he first arrived at Hamilton for this game, the boys all thought he was a new physiotherapist. One of the boys who was on the left wing had come off with a bloody nose, And then I was like, oh my God, Cayden's going on. As soon as he went on, the ball got past him and he ran past everybody and scored. I think it was right through the keeper's legs within the first 5 minutes. It was outstanding. Managed to get it on video because we just started filming it. And then I think about 15 minutes later again, he scored again. He got man of the match. And that was when I knew. I was like, I don't think MD's going to outshine my boy.
So if it wasn't for the support of my family and the people around me, I don't really think I'd be in the position I am today. I started to realise it got very serious when my mum was getting contacted off of loads of different agents saying, oh, we would like to work with Cayden. But my mum made it clear that she didn't really want anyone right now. She wanted to do it herself. But then Concilium came along.
I'd met up with Jackie and Andy, and the minute I met them, even my daughter, she came with me, and it was just like, I just clicked. And I knew they were there for Cayden. They weren't there for, like the other agents that saw about money, they were there because they were genuinely excited about my son. Took him in to meet Jackie and Andy. And as soon as he came out, he went, I love them. I don't want to go with anybody else, Mum, I want to go with them. And I was like, right. We contacted them right away and it's just been great. The relationship's brilliant. They phone whenever and Cayden can phone them whenever. God, I'm in a group chat that's set up with them. I've been telling people I'm in a group chat with Jackie McNamara. It's just mental. I'm
really happy to sign with Celtic today. My first professional contract, and I can't wait to see what I have for them going on in the future.